Could Russia be the most massive and mystifying country on the planet? Straddling two continents, Europe and Asia, Russia presents a fascinating blend of cultures, climates, and histories. It's a land where the past and the present coexist, from the bustling urban centers to the serene expanses of the Siberian tundra. Covering over 17 million square kilometers, Russia isn't just big, it's colossal. This geographic giant dominates the landscapes it encompasses, offering everything from dense forests and towering mountains to sprawling plains. And amidst these vast and varied terrains stand symbols of its rich history and architectural marvels. The Red Square and the Kremlin aren't just Moscow's heart, they are the soul of Russia, telling stories of empires, revolutions, and reconstructions. These landmarks are not just tourist destinations, they are historic bookmarks that outline Russia's formidable and intriguing past, standing resilient and proud. Join us as we delve deeper into this land of extremes, exploring its mysteries, celebrating its achievements, and uncovering stories hidden behind its enigmatic veil. Number 1. The Legend of Metro 2. Beneath the bustling streets of Moscow, whispers of a hidden world stir the imagination. Could there truly be an entire underground city, known only as Metro 2? Metro 2 is not just a subway, it's the stuff of legends. Said to have been built during Stalin's era, this secret network was supposedly designed as a shadow to the public Moscow metro, a clandestine parallel meant for the elite and for emergency escapes. While the Russian government has neither confirmed nor denied its existence, stories and speculation continue to fuel the myth of Metro 2. Urban explorers and historians alike are drawn to the idea of an expansive underground labyrinth connecting the Kremlin to various strategic locations across the city. Imagine tunnels stretching miles, hidden bunkers capable of surviving nuclear attacks, and secret trains that move silently beneath the city's heartbeat. The possibilities are as endless as they are fascinating. Whether fact or fiction, the legend of Metro 2 captivates all who hear it, blurring the lines between historical possibility and urban myth. It's a story that adds depth to Moscow's already rich tapestry of history, inviting those with a keen sense of adventure to ponder what secrets lie just beneath the surface. Metro 2 remains one of Moscow's most gripping enigmas, a hidden chapter of the past that whispers to us from the shadows. What secrets do you think lie hidden beneath the city? Number 2. What truly flavors the heart of Russia? Is it the spices, the techniques, or the history woven into each dish? Russian cuisine is as diverse as its landscape, reflecting its agricultural bounty and historical ties. It's a palette of flavors developed over centuries, influenced by East and West, and refined by the harsh climatic conditions that demand hearty and robust meals. Let's start with borscht, the ruby-red beet soup that has become a symbol of Russian culinary pride. Each region serves it up a bit differently, but at its core, borscht combines the earthy sweetness of beets with a tangy kick, typically enjoyed with a dollop of smetana, or sour cream. Next are pelmeni, delectable dumplings stuffed with minced meat, a testament to Russia's ingenuity in preserving food. Wrapped in a thin, unleavened dough, these dumplings are boiled and often served with butter, vinegar, or more sour cream. And we can't forget about blini. These thin, crepe-like pancakes celebrate the coming of spring during Maslenitsa, the butter week. Topped with caviar, smoked salmon, or simple jams, blini are a treat wrapped in tradition. Russian cuisine also thrives on its pickles and preserves, essential for surviving the long winters. From pickled cucumbers to vibrant jars of preserved berries, these methods not only offer flavors but also a bridge to the past, linking seasons and generations. To dine in Russia is to experience a feast of history and warmth, where every meal is a celebration of life's enduring richness. As we savor these dishes, we taste the soul of Russia, steeped in tradition and peppered with love. What Russian dish would you like to try? Let us know in the comments below. The number 3 is the Trans-Siberian Railway. Ever wondered what ties the vast expanse of Russia together? Enter the legendary Trans-Siberian Railway, the longest railway in the world, stretching an epic 9,289 kilometers from the historic streets of Moscow all the way to the shores of Vladivostok. Started in 1891 and completed 25 years later, this monumental rail line was not just about connecting territories, it was about weaving the fabric of the nation, fostering both economic growth and cultural exchange across Russia's colossal landscape. As it snakes through the Urals, across the vast Siberian plains, and over the mighty rivers of the east, the Trans-Siberian isn't just a railway, it's a lifeline, pulsating with the rhythm of Russian life. Today, this iconic route remains a cornerstone of Russian infrastructure, vital for both freight and the thousands who travel its length, witnessing the breathtaking beauty and harsh realities of Russia. Number 4. Russian Orthodoxy. What spiritual force has shaped the heart and soul of Russia for centuries? It's the Russian Orthodox Church, an institution deeply woven into the very fabric of Russian society. Dating back to the 10th century, when Christianity first took root in the ancient state of Kievan Rus, the Russian Orthodox Church has not just survived but thrived, influencing all aspects of life from art and education to politics and daily customs. Throughout Russia's turbulent history, the Church has been both a conservator of cultural identity and a formidable power broker. Even under the atheist Soviet regime, when religion was suppressed, Russian Orthodoxy endured, preserving a flame of faith that would re-emerge stronger in the post-Soviet era. Today, the influence of the Russian Orthodox Church extends beyond its spiritual role. It is a symbol of national unity and a guardian of Russian heritage, continuously nurturing the community's moral foundations and spiritual life. Number 5. Victory Day Celebrations. How does a nation remember the courage and sacrifice of millions? In Russia, it's commemorated with the grandeur and solemnity of Victory Day on May 9th, marking the defeat of Nazi Germany and the end of World War II in Europe. This day is steeped in profound historical and emotional significance for the Russian people, serving as a moment of national pride and collective memory. It's a day when the echoes of the past meet the present, where each generation pays homage to those who fought and fell. The day begins with a somber wreath-laying ceremony at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Moscow, a sacred ritual attended by military and civic leaders, symbolizing the nation's gratitude and respect. As the day unfolds, the skies above Red Square come alive with the roaring of jets and helicopters in a breathtaking aerial display, a reminder of the strength and resilience that carried the nation through the darkest times of the 20th century. Perhaps the most poignant event is the Immortal Regiment March. Thousands march through the streets, holding aloft photographs of loved ones who served, a powerful, personal tribute that turns memory into an almost tangible thread connecting the past with today. Victory Day in Russia is more than a national holiday, it's a day of reverence, reflection, and remembrance, a day that deeply resonates with young and old alike, binding the nation together in a shared history of both pain and triumph. Number 6. Russian tea culture. What warms the hearts of Russians during their long, cold winters? It's the timeless tradition of tea, a simple beverage elevated to an art form, reflecting centuries of history and hospitality. Introduced in the 17th century, tea quickly transcended its initial status as an exotic luxury to become the national drink, cherished across all layers of society. But it's not just tea, it's the way Russians enjoy their tea that tells a story of cultural richness and community. Central to the Russian tea ceremony is the samovar, an ornate vessel traditionally used to heat water. Its presence at gatherings symbolizes warmth and communal spirit. The samovar isn't merely a tool but a family heirloom, a centerpiece that sparks conversation and connection. Preparing tea here is a unique ritual. Tea leaves are first steeped in a concentrated brew, called zavarka. This strong tea is then diluted with boiling water from the samovar to suit individual tastes, allowing each person to create a drink that's as strong or as light as they prefer. Tea in Russia is rarely enjoyed alone. It's accompanied by a spread of sweets and savories like jam-filled pies, honey, and the quintessential Russian pastries, making every tea session a feast for the senses. In Russia, tea is more than a drink, it's a bridge to conversation, a pause for reflection, and a warm embrace from the cold. It's a slice of Russian life, served one cup at a time. Number 7. Celebrating beauty in Russia. What is the secret behind Russia's renowned beauty? It's a blend of tradition, elegance, and a vibrant fashion scene that captures the essence of Russian grace and style. In Russia, beauty is celebrated in its many forms, deeply rooted in the country's rich cultural tapestry. Here, beauty is not just seen, it's revered, reflecting a heritage that values aesthetics from literature to ballet, and now to the fashion runways of today. Russian women have long been at the forefront of the beauty and fashion industries, not only within the borders of their own country but on the global stage. Their striking presence is evident in the lineups of top models and beauty pageant winners who hail from this vast land. The secret? It might be the diversity of the Russian genetic pool, with influences from East and West blending together to create a unique canvas of features celebrated worldwide. But beauty here is more than skin deep. It's nurtured through traditions that appreciate the finer things in life, from art to fashion. It's in the way a babushka ties her headscarf or how a young designer reimagines ancient patterns for the modern runway. In Russia, beauty intertwines with history and innovation, creating a culture where the past informs the present, and every street corner, every runway, every smile reveals a story of unparalleled allure. Number 8. The Russian ruble. In the vast economic landscape of Russia, one player holds a pivotal role in both history and modern commerce, the Russian ruble. But how did this currency come to symbolize Russia's economic spirit? The ruble has been the cornerstone of Russian trade and economics for centuries, its origins tracing back to the 13th century. It's not just a currency, it's a piece of Russian heritage, evolving through monarchies, revolutions, and the modern era. Today, the ruble continues to play a crucial role in Russia's economic framework and is a significant player on the international stage. Its value influences everything from national inflation rates to international trade agreements. Administered by the Central Bank of Russia, the ruble not only stabilizes the Russian economy but also serves as a tool for implementing governmental policy, impacting everything from household budgets to global financial markets. Despite challenges like inflation and international sanctions, the ruble's resilience mirrors the enduring spirit of the Russian economy, adapting and persevering through both tumultuous and prosperous times. The Russian ruble, more than just currency, it's a symbol of national pride and economic resilience, woven deeply into the fabric of Russian life and beyond. Number 9. Russia's time zones. Spanning 11 time zones, Russia's geographical expanse is not just impressive, it's unparalleled. But how does a country so vast manage the complexities of time itself? Imagine the challenge of coordinating daily life, business operations, and even simple communications across such a wide stretch. Each time zone can mean a different part of the day for residents, influencing everything from work hours to television broadcasts. This vast array of time zones not only impacts logistical planning but also reflects the cultural diversity of Russia. From the western borders of Europe to the eastern edges of Asia, each region has its rhythms, dictated by the sun and the clock. For businesses, operating across these zones means meticulous planning. Meetings are scheduled with careful consideration of regional times, and broadcasters must decide when to air programs to reach audiences effectively across the nation. Yet, despite these challenges, there's a unifying thread: national broadcasts and events are synchronized to ensure that everyone, from the westernmost to the easternmost reaches, experiences them at the same moment. Russia's time zones are a testament to its vastness and diversity, posing unique challenges but also bringing a distinctive rhythm to the nation's pulse. And the last on our list, harsh Russian winters. What defines the character of a vast nation like Russia? Perhaps, it's the formidable winters that sweep across its lands, shaping the lives of its people and the rhythm of its seasons. In Russia, winter is not just a season, it's a formidable force, with temperatures in regions like Siberia plunging to extreme lows, often reaching -30 degrees Celsius or even colder. This intense cold creates a unique landscape, both challenging and mesmerizing. These harsh conditions demand resilience and adaptation. Buildings are robustly insulated, vehicles are winter-ready with special tires, and clothing is not just about fashion, it's about survival, featuring fur-lined coats and felt boots known as Valenki. But it's not all about endurance. Russian winters are also a time of beauty and celebration. Cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg transform into winter wonderlands, with sparkling lights and festive markets that draw both locals and tourists into the magical, snowy embrace. Winter sports thrive here, from skiing and snowboarding in the Caucasus Mountains to the legendary cross-country skiing trails that crisscross the country. These activities aren't just for leisure, they're integral to the Russian way of life, embedding a love for the winter landscape in the national psyche. The harsh Russian winters forge a spirit of endurance and revelry in the cold, crafting a society that not only survives but thrives in the icy grip of Mother Nature. To conclude our journey throughout Russia, we have explored the awe-inspiring expanse of the Trans-Siberian Railway to the spirited celebrations of Victory Day, from the warmth of a traditional tea ceremony to the resilience shown against the biting cold of Russian winters. Our journey through Russia has revealed a land of profound complexity and enduring beauty. We've traveled across time zones that stretch from Europe to Asia, uncovered the whispered secrets of Metro 2, and celebrated the rich tapestry of Russian cuisine. Each story is a thread in the vast cultural quilt that makes Russia uniquely captivating. But our exploration doesn't end here. Russia is a mosaic of tales waiting to be discovered, each corner of this vast country holding new adventures, stories, and revelations. If you've enjoyed this voyage into the heart of Russia, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories from around the world. Share this series with friends and family who revel in discovering new cultures and places. And we want to hear from you. Which part of our Russian journey fascinated you the most? What other countries or cultures would you like us to explore next? Drop your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Join us as we continue to uncover the stories that connect us all. Until then, keep exploring, keep wondering, and keep traveling with us. Thank you and goodbye.